Hey guys,
I'm sure I'll know all of these. I'm going to take a guess before watching. This is already PT, but I'm going to assume another one's going to be the Psychonauts Hell Room, and then another really popular one was the old GTA. Was it? I think it was GTA 4 with the alien stuff.
welcome
I don't
back
remember
to
which
another
GTA it was.
video. Today we're
Let's
going to
see.
be talking about the creepiest video
I guess it
game
could have been
Easter
Ratman too,
eggs.
maybe.
Alright, so I know I said I was going to wear a costume in
Ghost
every
of
single
Halo.
video in October, but sadly, this is only the second upload in
Doubt
October. Overdose, if you want to count that or not. It was just a music video, but to make up for that, in this video, I will be wearing 3 costumes to make up for the uploads that just didn't come out. And I know this concept of creepy video game Easter eggs has been done years in the past, but hey, this is a nostalgic video. Let's talk about some old games and let's talk about some new games. Also, I want to show you guys this music box. So as you can see, Freddy is on it. You guys want to hear something cool?
The PT thumbnail is clickbait. Uh-oh. I guess to be fair, it wasn't really an Easter egg. It was just a whole demo. So what is this? A Five Nights at Freddy's music
Cool,
box?
am I right? And also, I have a Peel box. I've had one for over a year now. A lot of people always ask me if I yes, I
Thanks for
have one. I
Simbo.
used to do Peel box openings on my second channel, but I got too busy. But I do it in private now, in case you guys want to send me something. Before we get into the video, I do have to say spoilers ahead. If you see a title card and it says a game you're playing and you don't want it to get spoiled, probably best to skip it. But with that being said, happy Halloween, and let's get right into the video. Cuphead. Hidden Song File.
I don't know
Cuphead
this
is a
one.
run-and-gun arcade game released in 2017. The game follows Cuphead and his brother Mugman, who lost a bet with the devil after losing a game at the devil's casino. They are then sent on a quest to repossess the souls of people in debt as payment for Cuphead's loss. The game is known not only for its 1930s rubber hose visuals, but also for being incredibly difficult. But let's
Such
talk
a
about
great
the hidden
game.
file. A few months after the game came out, players found an unused song file within the game files. It was titled Muse Don't Deal with the Devil Vocal 666. Now this file contains the main opening song, except it's slowed
Played
about
backwards, I
83%
bet.
down, reversed, given reverb,
Yep.
and a louder track of static audio. It also contains the laugh of King Dice from 29 seconds to 39 seconds, and from 42 seconds to the end of the song, the isolated vocals of Dice By begin to just repeatedly play.
Sounds like music I would have heard back in department stores when I was a kid, like in Macy's. Sounds pretty cool to me.
Let it be known that this reverse song is also played whenever you get the bad ending, but it's not slowed down and doesn't have the creepy laughs and sound effects added on. The next
Makes
thing
you
players
resub
found
morbid.
was even creepier. Upon dragging the file into a spectrogram, the devil can be seen within the waves.
Oh, wait, that's super cool. What? Wait, that's fucking awesome.
These images are all taken from the fight in his first phase, his transition phase, and his second phase. Rumors quickly began circulating that this file was intended to be used as the main menu theme whenever players that downloaded a pirated version of the game would try to play.
I always love when they
Anti-piracy
do that.
screens are real, and let me know if you guys would like to see a video on that, because personally I'd love to make a video on that. And these are methods that developers
I already know the
use.
coolest one. If he does make a video, I already know the ones he's going to choose. Arkham Asylum, if you pirated the game, or it might have been Arkham City, one of the Arkham games, if you pirated it, every time you try and fly, your cape would not work, so you just get tangled in the cape and fall. Serious Sam 3, I think, you'd have an immortal scorpion that would follow you around if you had a pirated copy of the game. You couldn't kill it, and it'd just hunt you down and kill you forever. And then, there's one more that came to mind, and now I just lost it. Fuck. Those two go hard, though. Those two are great. Damn. There was one more I had in my head, and I forgot now.
use in order to punish people that illegally downloaded their game. All methods lead up to the same thing though, not being able to gain access to the full game due to an intentional bug or glitch. Anyway, like I was saying, players began theorizing that this file was used for the pirated version of the game and even started creepypasta stories about a supposed devil jump scare, which is completely untrue. Credit to Tetrabit Gaming for his YouTube short on this, as that's what led me to tell you guys this information. In this short, Tetra explains that one of his friends DM'd a Cuphead developer asking about the anti-piracy measure and if it was true or not. Is this an entirely fabricated lie? I mean, those people mentioned the weird music that has images of the devil when you run them through a spectrogram software, which can even be found in the official version. But is the jump scare a lie? We have no piracy measures, and none of us have ever heard of any jump scare. Perhaps someone made a mod? The song was only in the files because it was unused. That's it. Now knowing that it's fake, it's funny reading some of these comments. When I got the pirated version, I was freaked out. King Dice's laughter really showed how creepy it is, and I was also freaked out by
little
the
RP, why not?
Music. That taught me to never pirate or make bad choices in video games. Yeah, Elijah, you're a fucking liar, and you're probably 12 too. The replies are pretty funny too.
Unlucky Elijah.
Elijah for lying. Let's head on to the next one. Idle screens, Fatal Frame games. Fatal Frame, titled Zero in Japan.
Is the chant out? I know that game. That game actually looked pretty fun. That's the horror game, right? This is out? I'm not gonna play it tonight. Maybe tomorrow though.
And Project Zero in Europe and Australia is a Japanese survival horror video game series created, published, and developed by Koei Tecmo. Debuting in 2001 with the first entry in the series for the PlayStation 2, the series consists of 5 main entries. The series is set in 1980s Japan, with each entry focusing on a specific location where supernatural events occur. The series draws on staple elements of Japanese horror and is noted for its frequent use of female protagonists. In the first 3 Fatal Frame games, leaving the game for a couple minutes will result in some very creepy idle screens.
Fatal Frame was a really cool game. Well, I guess series. Thanks to resub, Carlos. Did you play it on stream? What, Fatal Frame? No. I almost did. I wanted to play through Fatal Frame a long time ago, back when I was streaming on Justin TV, but never did.
Well, besides the fact that they're ghosts. But imagine going to get some chips at 4 a.m., then coming back and seeing this shit on your screen. Well, to be fair, most people usually click pause before they go do something. And maybe this is Tecmo's way of telling you, hey, don't leave our games unpaused. Silent Hill's PT references, Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain is a 2015 stealth game developed by Kojima Productions and published by Konami. It's the 9th installment in the Metal Gear series that was directed, written, and designed by Hideo Kojima, and it was also his final work at Konami. The year prior, in 2014, that same developer, Kojima, released Silent Hill's PT exclusively on the PlayStation 4
good
store.
too.
PT standing for Playable Teaser.
Best horror game that never released.
An enticing new look at what was to come in the future. And don't even get me started on the beautiful trailer. Yeah, that's Norman Reedus. The demo was in first person and involved a looping corridor which had multiple different outcomes at random times and different endings. The demo led to an immense amount of hype from the community.
Every horror game still trying to rip off PT to this day.
After being downloaded
so true.
over 1 million times on the PlayStation Store. This was due to Kojima's departure from Konami. And I don't even want to talk about the resellers who try to sell their PlayStation 4s with PT for up to 4 figures just because PT is installed. Anyway, there are a ton of PT Easter eggs in Metal Gear Solid 5. Probably a nod from Kojima saying his final goodbye. So let's check them out. The main antagonist from PT, known as Lisa, was planned to be used as a decoy to distract enemies as seen in this 2014 demo footage, but was never used in the final game.
I didn't know that, that's cool.
まあこれは PT のリサおばちゃん3連発ワンツースリーおばちゃん3人のおばちゃんおばちゃんのトリオ
There's also a bunch of reused assets such as sound effects, but the most intriguing ones are the radio transmissions.
6-year-old daughter had the good sense to hide in the bathroom, but reports suggest he lured her out by telling her it was just a game. The girl was found shot once in the chest from point-blank range. The mother, who was shot in the stomach,
Thanks to give some Bubby. Here's some jar.
Neighbors called 911, found the father in his car listening to the radio. Several days before the murders, look behind you. I said, look behind you. Like he was chanting some strange spell.
This has led fans to theorize if Silent Hills and Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain take place in the same universe.
No, they don't. It was just
Ghost
a fun
Room,
Easter egg.
Call of Duty Finest Hour. Call of Duty Finest Hour. Sound familiar? Well, probably not, because it was the third ever Call of Duty game released.
Death
and
Stranding
it was
has a
released
good
in
PT
2004.
Easter egg.
I hope you're
Completely
all older
random
than
and
this
doesn't
game.
happen with
Just
majority of
kidding.
playthroughs.
I'm aware you're all like 5. That was a joke. According to a poll which
I didn't know
100,000 of you guys voted in, most of you are teenagers and young adults. Yay, you're just like me. Anyway, this is the third Call of
Please
Duty
do some shit
game,
my
but it was
pants.
also the first console installment. The previous games were
And
PC
Mardo.
exclusives. Fun fact, by 2006, the PS2 version had sold 1.2 million copies and made $45 million in the US. Very successful to say the least. Anyway, in the mission Underground Passage, once going down the spiral staircase at the beginning, there's a large room with German soldiers in it, along with a passage to a larger tunnel on the right. Going into this larger area would spawn more enemies. On the right side of the tunnel, there's a door that appears to be unopenable. To open the door, throw 2 grenades at it, then go up to it and press the action button.
I love little Easter eggs like this. They don't do it anymore.
Then go down a narrow tunnel, which enemies and your squad mates will not be able to answer, but
Thanks,
if all
Eureka
the enemies
Bordo.
are killed, then your squad mates will follow. At the end of the hallway is the ghostly room, which is built in a circular shape. There appears to be no ceiling, with only candles floating in midair, and the room has a bunch of baby pictures hanging on the walls.
What the fuck? This is pretty cool.
This is easily the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
What?
There's also a huge rat under the stairs. I don't know why. But the creepiest
Was that
part
the-
is the baby
oh, it had to be the
crib with a
NPC in the
ghost
game.
kid sitting
Or not
inside
the-
of it.
the
If you press the action
character in the
button,
game.
he'll walk a few feet away, pose as a soldier, then walk through the wall.
This is a really cool Easter egg.
There's also a chair with a Kaiser Bear explosive on it. The pictures are most likely the developers' families, but I couldn't find anything confirming this. Personally, I think this room is a reminder that all soldiers serving were innocent children too at one point. But that's just what I think.
No, I still haven't played Dark and Darker yet.
Pennywise Balloon, Far Cry 5. Far Cry 5,
Here's your
released in
Sub-Geo.
2018, actually has 2 Pennywise Easter eggs in it. Pennywise being the clown from Stephen King's It. The first is on this location on the map and is a simple red balloon outside of a swampy tunnel, calling back to Pennywise's iconic red
Thanks for
balloon
some Shrek.
and how he'd hide out in the sewers. The second Easter egg is in O'Hara's haunted house. After turning on the power, you'll see this mysterious figure watching you and then walk out of frame. Entering the haunted house, we get the average things you'd see, except with real corpses. Heading to the attic will lead you to yet another red balloon, and pressing the action button on the payphone, you'll hear this.
Sounds like Mark Hamill's Joker.
There's also a note left on the couch which reads, "You have the fear of God. You need the fear of the devil. You need to fear it. You take a young person and take their body and mind. You use their empty corpses to find more young people whose bodies you can steal. No, 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 no. You will wish your mind was scooped out of your body because when it is through with your bodies, you won't want them anymore."
Well, alright then.
Death of a sports team.
How
Red Dead
pretentious.
Redemption 2.
Disgusting.
In Red Dead Redemption 2,
Speak
reading the
plainly.
newspaper, Blackwater Ledger, specifically number 69, you'll read that an entire athletic group has gone missing. Friends fear they have been foully dealt
Thanks,
with.
Prime
Members
Jacob.
of the
There's some
Blackwater
Sam.
Athletics Club are still missing, and their friends and family are excited by the gravest fears. They were last seen leaving the north edge of the town for a group athletics run, and although the most thorough search has been made for them, they cannot be found. Certain facts around their disappearance have given cause cause for suspicion. The affair has created a sensation in Blackwater and the surrounding community. They had departed on a run and had intended to return that same evening. Their friends are making a diligent search, and police in neighboring areas have been notified. At first, there were rumors that they had been kidnapped by Indians. However, this appears to be false, as no tribes have engaged in theft of livestock or kidnapping in some years. The Blackwater athletics team were training for a competitive meet next month and were expected to take top honors in fencing, wrestling, and baseball. Then heading to this point on the map, you'll find not one, not two, but all the bodies of the young men in a pile. Hey YouTube, this is a video game, by the way. It's not real. Don't give me limited ads again. Some members are missing limbs, and others have bags over their heads. It's pretty creepy. There's also a letter B made by those cut off limbs. The killer is most likely Edmund Lowry Jr., due to the fact that both in the grave and in his basement, there's a letter B made by the limbs of the athletes.
That's pretty interesting. No, I didn't know this one.
Alright, here I am wearing my next costume. What is it? Oh, that's
it's merch.
Right. The owner of the Earl brand, which is me.
Thanks to Resub Versus.
Oh my god, manufactured by Champion? Yeah, that's right. YouTuber with Champion. What's up? Not even being biased, super comfortable shirt. What do you expect? They're pretty, they cost a lot to make. So please buy some. But I specifically want to talk about our new Halloween drop. Yes, make sure to go check out our website. Look at that, it's Earl in the back rooms. How cute is that? Our website is designed for
Devs
Halloween
really
for
went
now.
out
Very
on,
limited
devs
collection.
went hard
This
on
collection
Easter
will be
eggs for
over
Red Dead
November
2.
2nd at midnight, and it will never, ever be sold again. We don't do that. We don't resell stuff. We just put it out. We do have some designs that are always there, but this is a limited collection. As you can see, we have Ghosty Earl. This is one of our best sellers right now. We also have Undead Earl, and these sweatshirts are so fucking comfortable. I would not be promoting it this hard if I didn't think my products were good. They're good. They're fucking great. Oh, what's that? You don't like pullover hoodies or crew necks? Don't worry. We got you with zip ups. This is part of the fall drop. We have this little Earl University thing going on. What's that? You don't want this Earl design? You want some Halloween stuff on it?
The merch does look
nice. There you
nice.
go. We have Zombie Earl embroidered zip up hoodie. We got anything of your liking. Remember, I'm trying to make this a mainstream brand, and it's looking